Ahoy toy! Welcome to Transfixed, the channel that wants you to remember that clones are people too. People too, get it? People too. Anyway, I did say I was going to show you these Aoshima Mospeada models, but they're just so finicky and delicate. I just don't really want to touch them. So instead, I'm going to show you the clones. I'll just tell you quickly about these. They are not molded in the right color. This Yellow Dancer, Lancer, whatever you call them, is molded in these two colors. I didn't have to do a lot of painting, just that part there, and they have very good face sculpts though, even though they're mostly covered. The other ones are molded in this color, which is correct. Everything should be molded in this color, but I had to paint it with the closest color I could find, which is this, because the bikes were in the bikes are all molded in this color. All three bikes are molded in this color. I don't know why, because the figures are molded in the correct color, and the bikes are not. So it's dumb. But you know, they do transform, to their credit. Just very well. They fall apart very easily in a very fall aparty type of way. Same as this. This is the CM toy. This is all glued together because the damn thing falls apart if you look at it the wrong way. Same with these models, and these ones you have to assemble yourself. So I thought I was going to be saving some money by doing the model kits instead of buying those $200 collectibles, but in the end, with the paint and the pain that I suffered assembling these damn things, I probably should have just bought one expensive one instead of all these three. But anyway, they're done now. Sorry for not showing them. I don't know if anyone's interested. If you are, let me know. I could do a video on them, but as I say, I just don't want to touch them because they fall apart. I'll show you over here these are my this is my Yamato. I did do a little trick with this. I put a button cell battery in here and some LEDs, so that and I made this a switch. So if I turn this, the bridge lights up, and there's also an LED in the front. I put an LED in the front here for the wave cannon, and one in the back as the engine. This compartment opens up here to put in the fighters. So yeah, just a quick little look. I don't know why I bother doing these LED projects, because then I don't want to wear out the battery and I end up leaving them turned off most of the time anyway. But there it is. Anyway, on to the clones. Alright, so this is what this video is really going to be about, these Autobot and Decepticon clones, which I finally have a set of. These are the Takara versions, and this is the Hasbro set. I just have them all lined up here so I can compare. I think we like comparisons, right? I find I enjoy it, and I like to show them because I think a lot of people are kind of trying to decide which version to buy, and yeah, I think comparisons are useful. Do you? Let me know. I don't know. So I'm happy to have this set because Hasbro is really annoying me. I mean, so in G1, these clones came out. They had, you know, 2 Autobots and 2 Decepticons, and the gimmick is obviously that they're the same in robot mode, but they turn into different vehicles. So you've got an airplane, like a fighter jet type of thing. I mean, these are very definitely Cybertronian, which means approximate vehicles. So we've got a fighter plane, like a drag race car. The Decepticons are beasts. So this one is like a puma or some kind of jungle cat, and a bird of prey of some kind. Now, I got the Hasbro set because these came together in the same box. Which is really stupid, to be honest. Hasbro baffles me sometimes. They came in, if you don't know already, this is how you buy them in North America. You get one Autobot and one Decepticon. This is Wingspan, and this is Cloudraker and Wingspan. So we get the flyers. And if you want to get their matching ones, you've got to buy 2 boxed sets. So there was, like, I think it was Siege on Cybertron and this one. You know, I was actually willing to buy the Autobot set because it came with the G2 style Optimus Prime and Nautica from the IDW comics. You know, so it's a pretty cool set. I was actually going to go along with them. The Decepticon, the other set, I didn't really have anything I wanted for the Decepticon guy. And the whole concept just made me furious because you know, back in G1 days, they came as a set because that's the whole gimmick, right? They're clones, so you get 2 and 2. Why would they do this? Why would they put 2 opposite ones? They're not even clones. These are, you got one Autobot, one Decepticon in the same package. And if you want to get their brothers, you have to buy 2 boxed sets. So you're spending about, what did that be? $250, I think. Maybe $300 by the time you're done. It just makes no sense. I don't get it. I just don't. All right, Steve. So why don't you tell us your ideas for how to distribute these the new clones? Okay, we got 2 of the same guys and 2 of the same guys. Obviously, you don't want to put them together because people will be like, "Why are you buying 2 of the same thing?" Okay, you're gonna make them fight. Okay, so you got these 2 guys are gonna fight. You put these guys in a box together. They're enemies. Okay, all right. That's a set. Okay, and what do we do with the other 2? This is the Autobot. You gotta put him in another box. Okay. See, you put him in a box, and then you gotta hide him. You don't want people to find the other one. You gotta hide him. You put him in the set with Optimus Prime. Well, Optimus Prime. Well, I suppose Optimus Prime is a popular character. Yeah, and the one from the comic books, the girl you put, and then they buy the set and they get this guy too, because then you gotta get rid of him somehow. Who's gonna buy the same thing twice? But he does turn into a different vehicle. He's part of a clone set. That's how we did it in the 80s. That's the 80s. You can't do things like the 80s. But the 80s was the height of Transformers popularity, Steve. This isn't the 80s. Okay, you put him in the box, and there's 5 Transformers. Okay, and then he's a Transformer, the 5th one. All right, I suppose we could try that, and then people would just be able to buy the 2 sets, and then the Decepticon one, right? Well, they can only buy it at Toys R Us. We need to get them at retail. I suppose that makes sense. They are a partner of ours. And what about the Decepticon one? This one goes in another box, but you put him on Amazon. Amazon exclusive? Yeah, it's gotta be different. Then they gotta go, because he's a different guy. And yeah. Interesting. So then if people want to get both pairs, they need to buy 1 set at retail, 1 at Toys R Us, and no, the retail is Walgreens. So they have to go to Walgreens, Toys R Us, and Amazon if they want to buy all 4. Yes, that way they give the business to all our partners. I see. Very interesting. Very interesting. You see, because Walgreens is happy, and Amazon's is happy, and the Toys R Me's are happy too, and then and the children are happy, and the collectors as well, of course. Okay, sure. Okay, let's do it. How much are these box sets? This is like $100. Okay, so we're looking at overall $250 to get all 4. Yes, revenue for the Hasbros. I like your style, Steve. Alright, so why don't you tell us your proposal of how to distribute the new Autobot and Decepticon clones? Of course. Well, what we were thinking was we would box the Autobot clones together in this box. I see. So they would be able to buy both of them at the same time in one package. Correct. Isn't that what we did in the 80s? That's right. Okay, and it worked then? Yes, sir, it did. Interesting. Now, what's your approach for the Decepticon clones? Well, we're still working on this problem. Well, we need to have an answer by the end of the day. Well, we could put them in a box together, the same as the Autobot ones. Yes. I'm not sure I follow you. Well, see, we would have a different box, and we would put both of them in that box. So people could buy the Decepticon set and the Autobot set. Interesting. Not very original though, is it? No, it's not original. Is that what we're going for? Well, we just want to sell the toys, really. Well, this way they'd be easy to buy. People can buy the Decepticon set and the Autobot set. What do you think about putting them all different packages and at different retailers? We think that would be complicated. So people who want these will be able to buy them. Correct. They won't have to hunt around or go to some exclusive places or read online of where they're being sold. Find out who has which figure at which vendor. Correct. Interesting. So they just buy them. That's right. Alright, let's go with this 2-box idea of yours. And you think this will work? It's risky, but it worked once. It worked in the 80s. The past has shown us that this is the way. Alright. We're going to take a chance on this approach. Let's do it. But anyway, on to the comparison. We're going to compare these guys. So let's compare apples to apples here. So Hasbro on the left, Takara on the right. Now the coloration is obviously different, and there's no getting around it. The Takara one is pink and red, but it's definitely pink. If you look at the animation, and these guys didn't show up in a lot of cartoons, but in the animation, I believe that is accurate. They did look sort of pink. Is fuchsia the right word? No, this is straight up pink. And I'm sorry if the light's not great. One of my lights burned out, and anyway. So what else is different here? Obviously the face is different. The Hasbro one is painted, and the crotch over here is painted. Autobot tampograph is in about the same place, but this one has a square background. This one does not. And then this, I thought this was like a rub sign or something, but it's not. It's just very, very dark and hard to see. But it is the same picture. It's much lighter on the Takara. You can actually see that's a little fighter plane. Same for the other ones too. And on the back, oh, there are some differences here too, which you can just see. I don't need to point those out, right? They're more different from the back. So, yeah, I guess we can go ahead and transform these now. It's pretty simple transformation. For the jet guy, you turn their head around. Do these go up? I think so. Hands just go down 90 degrees. This comes up over. No, it doesn't. It goes down here. The legs actually split apart. Go around the back. So this comes up like this. And then you got to unwrap these wings from his legs. Now these are going to peg in. There's a peg on the shoulder that go into the thigh here. And then this goes up into place. There. And that's it. It's pretty simple, and like I said, it's an approximation of some kind of Cybertronian fighter jet. That pegs into a joint, so I got to be careful it doesn't come loose. But that's pretty much it. Let's get these guys out of the way so we can see a bit better. Okay, so here we are again, side by side in vehicle mode. Hasbro, Takara. I have to admit, I do like the red on the Hasbro version. It's more toy accurate. It's all red. This is what the toy looked like. So, yeah, it's pretty good. But it's a lot easier to get the set if you're interested in actually having the set, like most people would be. I recommend the Takara. Seriously, what is going on over at Hasbro? Are they mental? Like. I only have Fastlane in the Takara version, of course. So this guy's pretty cool. I like how the wheels kind of come around. This is a little bit odd. You can turn the spoiler if you want to, but you're supposed to turn the whole head around and then put that up there. And then the legs, all the legs do is the feet flip down and they peg together. And that is a car. But it's pretty fun, you know, despite that simplicity. It's just a guy lying down like he's doing street luge or something. it's still pretty fun. And you know, it's retro. It reminds me of this little toy. I would like to paint this in silver so it doesn't have a pink hubcap, but yeah, it's pretty fun. So there's the set together. I feel like this light is really not good enough, so I'm sorry. But yeah, there they are. So let's do our Decepticons now. We'll compare the ones I have. There's actually a pretty major difference here because Wingspan has different color wings. Now I believe the pink is accurate to the toy and the animation. It is animation accurate because it looks like this. But so I don't know what's going on here. We also have different color face. They both have red eyes, but the Takara has a silver painted faceplate, and again the more prominent chest piece there. You can see the bird and the puma or whatever that's supposed to be. And same deal with the logo. Oh, actually they both have a silver background on this one, whereas the Autobot ones just did not have the silver background. I also like that the shoulders are the same color as the body, whereas on the Hasbro they're blue. Although they went ahead and painted this blue here, so kind of an odd choice. And then you've got the white abdomen or white flanks here, where it's not over here, and then blue or teal hips, white gray hips over here. Legs obviously are quite a bit different. I do like this paint. It picks out the details nicely, but this looks good too. It's a bit more subtle too. I mean, you've got this random yellow. I don't know. It's hard to say which I like better. So let's transform them. You can see the plastic there too. We'll do the Hasbro. You do turn the head around and you flip the bird head over to cover it up. These arms just come down. You don't have to worry about the hands on this one. And they just rotate so the feet are down. And this just goes up and down a little bit. You can, now the legs split again. Whoops. It's okay. It's only a ball joint. These come around, open up this wing, and they just sort of tuck in. This tab goes into the knee here. And this is not the best joint, but it works. It works all right. And then we have a bird. And that is Wingspan. So, I mean, they're not the most secure when you put these things together, but it's good enough. So there's our Wingspan. I'll do the other one now. And that is approximately a bird. And you do have to turn the head around or it won't fit. Not just look silly, but it won't fit. Obviously the big difference here is the wing color again. So personal preference, I suppose. I'm not sure why the Hasbro got it more accurate this time. Or more animation accurate anyway. But also the eye is a lot deeper red in the Takara. I like that better. So there's Wingspan. Not too bad. Not too bad. And lastly we'll do Pounce. Pounce again. Arms tuck under. And these legs, front legs come down. And then we have the rear legs, which, what do these guys do? These come out. Turn them around, I think. Yeah, just spin them around. And his little tail comes down here. And head turns around, head comes down. And we have a approximation of some kind of wild cat. I'm going to say it's a puma, jaguar, something along those lines. And there he is with his buddy. That's our Takara set in beast mode. By the way, the Takara versions come packaged in beast modes, or alt modes, I should say. So beast and vehicle modes. And the Hasbro ones come packaged in robot mode. Which makes sense. I think, again, Takara has got the right idea there because you know they're clones. They've illustrated that just fine on the box. You want to differentiate them. Show them in their differentiated modes, I think. So it makes sense to put them in alt mode. Especially, you know, if... Well, I was going to say if parents are buying this, they'd be like, oh, you're going to buy two of the same thing? But these are mostly for collectors, I think, because kids don't know these characters, right? And you can't even find them in stores anyway, so kid will never find them. Try to get them all in frame here if I can. So there we are with our alt modes. I like them. I do like them a lot. perfect, but you know, they're a small size. These are, I'd say, a little bit bigger than Legends class figures. Oh, I should do a size comparison. I should have done this in robot mode, but here's some figures. So if we swap this guy back just quickly. I wasn't sure which way to do the transformation because, as I said, they're both packaged in different modes. So there's an idea of the size. So yeah, I'd say roughly Legends, a little bit larger. Oh, and while we're on the topic of Hasbro being run by a bunch of boneheads, I finally completed my MonsterBot set. So I didn't realize Grotusk. I'm waiting for Grotusk to come out because I saw him on the internet listings as pending. I go to check up on that, and hey, he's already been released. What? People are reviewing him already. I didn't know he was an exclusive. He's only a Hasbro Toy Shop exclusive. And they're already sold out of him by the time I even discovered this bit of news. How the hell are we supposed to know this? But luckily, he's also a Toys R Us exclusive, or online anyway. I was able to find him on toysrus.com and order him there, luckily enough. So you might still be able to find him there if you want him. And now I can complete the MonsterBots. He's an extensive retool of this one. Oh, shit. Grotusk. No. Oh. What's his name? Double Cross? And Bugly. Yes, I know the head is wrong there, but seriously? What? We better be getting... I think we are getting a full-size Bugly. This is Bugly, right? Why do I forget the names when I'm on camera? I always know these names, but... yeah, I think they're giving us a proper one of these, so this is just a stand-in for now. I've taken to putting these as placeholders on my shelf, because they also did this with some other characters, like Squeeze Play. Is only a Headmaster, Titan Master, whatever. I don't know. What is Hasbro doing? You know, in the 80s, they had this stuff nailed down tight. Nowadays, it's like they don't want you to buy their products. I don't get it. Anyway, so that's our clones. I should be quiet now. Sorry, this video has been a bit ranty. I hope you don't mind, but you know, I'm pretty passionate about this stuff. I mean, I want to build my collection, and Hasbro just makes it difficult for me. And Takara has been helping me out. I've been leaning heavily on the Takara side lately, but now they're not even doing their own versions of stuff anymore. They're just spitting out the same as Hasbro, which is a bit of a concern. I'll leave this guy in beast mode because I haven't looked at him much. Anyway, so there's the clones. I hope that this was of some use to you. I hope you like these clones, and I hope you'll find them if you want them. And I hope you'll come back and watch another video of mine. Until then, thanks for watching me play with my pink toys, and thanks for watching. Oh, I forgot to show the landing gear. There's the landing gear. There you go. By the way, they do not come with weapons.